Hi! If you're watching this, that means that I've successfully completed the Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge, and that means that I can finally say the name of the challenge without stuttering. With being stuck inside and all, I hadn't done much exercise, at least in the month prior to me starting this challenge. But the main reason I wanted to do it is because I wasn't feeling too great. I felt like my body was losing definition. I lose muscle really fast, so I feel like that was happening. And my back was hurting so badly, like when I woke up, my back was hurting. Like, that made no sense to me. And I knew it was because I wasn't exercising. So I wanted to get back into doing something. And I came across the Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge. Before I got started though, I decided to reach out to someone that I knew had already done the challenge. So I reached out to YouTuber Nikki Blasi, and here's how the conversation went. Hi Nikki,
Hi.
Welcome to 5 to 9.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I saw that you did the Chloe Ting's 2-week challenge, and I wanted to ask you a few questions about that.
Okay, go for it.
I haven't done any exercise in like the past month.
I feel that.
Do you have any advice for not feeling unmotivated while doing the challenge?
I think thinking about the results and how great you'll feel after everything, feeling proud of yourself and just having something to accomplish really helped me stay motivated. I write it on my calendar, make it a thing I have to get done and cross off at the end of each day.
Did you have a specific time to do it every day?
I got asked that a lot. I did it every morning after my breakfast. No like specific strict time.
What do you think was the hardest part of the challenge?
Ooh, definitely the motivation for sure. Getting out of bed and just having to do like a 45-minute workout for like 2 weeks straight, especially because it's at home too. You don't actually have to go to the gym. So the motivation.
Thank you so much, Nikki. That was very helpful. So after talking to her, I knew that keeping myself motivated to do this challenge would be the hardest thing, and I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard. I did all of the videos, but I didn't do all of them until the very end. One of my biggest concerns as well was to not lose too much weight while doing the challenge. My main goal with the challenge was to gain more muscle and start exercising again, and hopefully feel motivated to keep exercising after the challenge. The first 3 days of the challenge were definitely the hardest. They were the ones that I didn't want to do the challenge at all. So on the first 3 days, I felt like I did the challenge, but I only did it until exhaustion. Not exhaustion, but my form wasn't great. I never know what to do with my toes in this one. I don't really like it. And at some point during the exercise, I would feel like it was better to relax and get ready for the next day rather than push through with bad form. On day 4, I feel like it started to pay off. A lot of the exercises involve standing in sort of a plank position, so mountain climbers and planks. But there were many of them. On day 4, I started feeling the difference in my arms. Not that they looked any different, but they felt stronger. I didn't feel pain holding myself up anymore, and I felt like I could focus more on what my legs were doing or whatever the exercise was. And that was also the first day that I finished all the sets all the way through, and that made me really excited. However, day 5 was an active rest day, which I wasn't active at all. But I'll be honest, I probably spent most of the day on my phone and computer, probably at the same time. So not ideal. So the day after that, I started exercising again. And let me tell you, my abs were burning. I would take a breath and it would hurt. Yeah, so I think these 6 or 7, maybe both, were the hardest days because of that. And I'm pretty sure on day 7, I also did not complete the day completely. There was a suggested video that you could do if you wanted, and I definitely did not even click on it because I was in pain. So I went into the second week of the challenge with a few expectations. I thought that it would get easier for my muscles to do the exercises. At this point, I was already starting to memorize some of the exercises of like the order of them. I would go to sleep and in my head I would hear the hearing the same music over and over again for the same exercises started getting a little repetitive at that point. But maybe that's just me, and regardless, it was still worth it to keep doing the challenge. So I pushed through it and finished it. And if you're watching this, it means that I actually did. So I guess my first expectation was that it wouldn't hurt so badly, which I was wrong about. I felt like it hurt just as badly as it did in the beginning, especially my core. But after the second week rolled around, I was already used to it, so it didn't bother me as much. Especially for someone that was already feeling like back pains and stuff. Like I was already in pain for not exercising, and I knew it was for the best, so it's also not the worst thing in the world. Another expectation that I had was that I wouldn't need as much motivation in the second week as I did in the beginning, which I was also wrong about. And I 100% agree with Nikki. Motivation is the hardest part of this whole thing. It's not the actual exercising that it's hard, it's just keeping yourself accountable. But I think that the fact that it was still really hard to do it made finishing it so much more rewarding, and it just paid off. I felt really happy about it. So here's a before and after. I actually gained 1 pound during this challenge, which makes me happy because that's probably some muscle, I believe. But I was really happy with the result. But I just want to put it out there that it's not about how you look, it's about how you feel. Even if I had a before and after and they looked exactly the same, I would still feel a lot better because I feel a lot stronger and my back doesn't hurt anymore, which is great. So yeah, I'm really happy I did this, and I might keep doing it, maybe not every day, but maybe every other day, just to keep things the way they are and not let myself go another month without exercising. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.